Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. It is Tarot Tuesday. I will be on later on with a card of the week. Until then, let's get into our Hey Witch card of the day. It's kind of a big one, okay? I was gonna do one of those little short, little things, one of those little shorts, little reel of this poll. And no, gotta come on here. We gotta talk about it, okay? So our prompt for today from my Root Yourself Witch prompts is, how can we best tend our inner garden today? Okay. This card is not going to make sense whenever you first see it, but don't worry, we're going to get into it. So, hey, witch, we have the Three of Swords, okay? So, yeah, tending our garden has a lot to do with heartache, all right? So, again, couldn't really post this in a short, so let's talk about this for a minute. Whenever I think about tending our garden, especially whenever I'm thinking about this Three of Swords card, okay, this means that we need to be willing to take a look at the ways in which we have been hurt in the past, okay? We need to be willing to look at the literal heartbreak of the past in order to continue to move forward. Because whenever I think about tending our garden, okay, we're going to have to look in that garden and we're going to have to clear out the space before we can plant anything. Remember, we are coming out of winter. So we're going to have to go through that garden and we're going to have to pull some fucking weeds, all right? Those weeds maybe have just started, okay? Or maybe those weeds have been there for years. Regardless, we need to be willing to pull out what is no longer serving us in our garden, whatever that might be. And that's what this Three of Swords is here to tell us. We have to be willing to look at the pain that we have suffered. We have to be willing to at least meet it, okay? And I'm not suggesting to ruminate necessarily, okay? If you feel like a good wallow would be helpful, then please do. I love a good wallow, all right? But I'm not saying to ruminate on the things of the past, all right? This is very much about looking at the ways in which that heartbreak has held us back, ways in which that heartbreak has caused us great harm, and being able to steadily move forward through it. We might not be able to clear out all the weeds the first go around, okay? Or even the second, or even the third, or even beyond that. It might take us a little bit of time to clear out our garden, so to speak. And that's what this card is suggesting today, to get started today. And this feels linked to this new moon, all right? I don't know about y'all, but I set some pretty big intentions with this new moon. Reminder, focus on your intentions, friends. Be taking those daily steps. And I feel like this is part of those daily steps for us. Sometimes, whenever we set intentions for big, scary goals, we see all the things that are standing in the way of us reaching those goals first, aka the heartbreak. We can be looking at the characteristics of the habits of even the people in our lives that are not serving along those goals. And then we can make a choice about that. We can choose to step away, we can choose to change things, whatever fits in each scenario. And then we can steadily walk towards the things that we want. But first, we've got to tend that garden. So, how are you going to allow yourself to look at those heartbreaks, and not from a space of judgment, from a space of curiosity instead, a space of trying to deeper understand yourself, your motives, your reasoning, all of that, and with the intention to clear the way so that you can continue moving forward. I know that's a fucking mouthful. Okay, so again, take your time with this one. This is definitely going to take some time for each one of us, but we got to get started today, okay? No time like the present. So let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.